It says this: I'm a teacher at a local high school. I've been working hard in providing students with opportunities to prepare them for life after high school. Lately, though, the leader of the high school has been putting much pressure on myself and my team, saying we are not doing our job when, in a sense, we are doing what is right and what I believe God has led us to do, which is providing these students with skills and opportunities that will enrich their life after graduation. What am I supposed to do with the negativity from the high school leader? What do I do when all the leader wants to do is to bring my team and I down? Well, first of all, let me just say I'm sorry that you're under that type of leadership. But there's a couple of things I want to share with you, okay? And hear me through to the very end before you make a judgment call. In the book of Ephesians, Paul says this, okay? He says, bondservants, obey your earthly masters with fear and trembling and with a sincere heart as you would Christ, not by way of eye service as people pleasers, but as bondservants of Christ, doing the will of God from the heart, rendering service with good will as to the Lord and not to man, knowing that whatever good anyone does, this he will receive back from the Lord, whether he is a bondservant or free. Masters, do the same to them and stop your threatening, knowing that he who is both their master and yours is in heaven, and there is no partiality with him. Now, of course, the context is talking about how slaves should react to their masters and masters to their slaves. We know that the Bible does not condone slavery, but it does acknowledge that slavery was prominent in this day. And so Paul is saying, if you're a Christian slave, then this is how you should respond to your master. Now, if we bridge that to the cultural context of our day, we would say, this is how an employee should respond to their boss. He says, again, obey your earthly masters, obey your boss with fear and trembling, with a sincere heart, as you would Christ, not by way of eye service as people pleasers, but as bondservants of Christ, doing the will of God from the heart. So every Christian has a responsibility to represent Christ in their employment. And that takes humility, and that takes submission. Now, if your boss is leading you to do something that's against Christ or against the Bible, then of course you've got to obey Christ. But if they're just merely saying, this is your job, this is what I've asked you to do, and you need to do it. Well, there's a sense where you need to obey your boss, okay? And that best represents Christ through your obedience, okay? And through your humble behavior, who knows? You may win your boss's heart over. Another passage I want to read to you is from Romans chapter 12. And Paul says this in Romans 12, verse 9. Let your love be genuine. Abhor what is evil. Hold fast to what is good. Love one another with brotherly affection. Outdo one another in showing honor. Do not be slothful in zeal, but fervent in spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope, and be patient in tribulation. Be constant in prayer. Contribute to the needs of the saints. Seek to show hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse them. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be haughty, but associate with the lowly. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Repay no one evil for evil, but give thought to what is honorable in the sight of all. If possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. Never avenge yourself, but leave it to the wrath of God, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. To the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. For by doing so, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not overcome evil by evil, but overcome evil with good. Now that speaks right to your situation. He says, listen, show good, overcome evil with good, show brotherly affection, show honor, and be constant in prayer, be patient in tribulation, and bless instead of curse. Okay? So it takes humility, it takes a lot of prayer. I'm sorry that you're in the condition that you are, apparently under some type of poor leadership. But God has you in this for a reason. And He's going to mold and He's going to make your character. He's going to use this tribulation to make you the person that He wants you to be, and also your friends. And this is an opportunity for you to best show Christ in your situation. So thank you for your question today.